Hello guys, welcome to today's video. In this video, we'll be looking at how to evaluate this limit of this function there. Now, if you have this as a question, how do you go about it? First thing first, you have to understand that in this case, we can use two ways there. The first one being the differentiating method. That's the first method we could apply here. And the second method we could apply is using the series expansion method. Now, but for this video, we'll be looking at differentiating method. Now, for this particular question there, when we have limit of this function sine 5x over x as x tends to 0, the first thing to do is because if we substitute our x as 0 in this here, we will be having our denominator to be equal to 0, which gives this function to be math error when you punch it in your calculator. And for function, we have to prevent that. So how do we prevent that? By differentiating this up here and differentiating this down here. Now, we are not going to be using quotient rule. Don't stress yourself off. You are just going to be differentiating this one here and differentiate this one here and put your value inside. So now, if we differentiate this up here, to differentiate the shortcut, this is a kind of chain rule method of differentiating. You just multiply the power by the coefficient of this man here. For chain rule shortcut, the power here is 1, so you multiply it by the differentiation of what is inside here, and if you differentiate 5x, you will have 5. And the next thing is to differentiate everything as a whole. So if you differentiate everything as a whole, you still leave 5x. So what you'll be having is, if you differentiate sine, you have cos and still write that 5x. This is how to differentiate using chain rule, the shortcut without writing let u equals 5x without going through all this stress. Now, once we have this man here, we can now differentiate this denominator also, and differentiation of of x is 1. So with this, we have seen that we are able to clear the x in the denominator. Now we can now simplify further, and we will have something like this. 1 times 5, that's 5 cos 5x. From here, we can substitute our value because it's a linear form now. If we substitute x, because I say what, as x tends to 0, if we substitute x, we have 5, then cos 5 multiplied by 0 there, and what do we have here? We have 5 cos 0. And with our understanding on 5 cos 0, that's multiplying cos 0, we have that. From there, we have that 5 multiplied by, if we understand basic trig angle, we know that cos 0 is 1, hence 5 times 1 is 5 there. And that's how to go about solving this particular question. Thank you, and see you in the next video.